Pass rush coming. And Rodgers, a perfect throw and simply dropped by Martellus Bennett. It would have been a first down, and Rodgers is hurt.
He took a big hit at the end of that play just as he got it out, and it looked like he might have landed on that right shoulder. That's Anthony Barr. Shoulder, right elbow.
Aaron Rodgers now in his 10th season as a Packers starting quarterback. He's up. I think he's unhappy with that hit after he had released the football, and still following through on the tackle was Anthony Barr.
Well, I partly expected to see a flag at the end of this play, because when he lets it go, you could argue that he was driven, into the turf, but we're going to report and see how he is. But now you got Brett Hundley coming in.
This is NFL Total Access presented by Bridgestone, and this is the guy the Packers are looking to replace right now. Aaron Rodgers, arguably the best quarterback in the league, is going to be sidelined for a while, maybe even the rest of the season, with a broken collarbone from yesterday's game.
Aaron Rodgers suffered a significant injury in the game. He will require surgery. He will be out a minimum of a significant amount of time.
Stephen A., you think this hit was dirty?
Absolutely, without question, because he didn't just hit Anthony Barr, didn't just hit Aaron Rodgers. He drove him into the turf using his weight to basically punctuate the blow that he had distributed to Aaron Rodgers. And obviously, he's a defensive player, and we understand the ignorance here. He's thinking about himself. Obviously, if we hit Aaron Rodgers, we hurt Aaron Rodgers, we have an opportunity to win the game. We get all of that. And I'm not accusing him of trying to knock Aaron Rodgers out for the season. I'm not going to accuse any professional football player of intending to do that. But correct me if I'm wrong, Donovan, but a football player knocking a star quarterback out for the game, certainly it's not beyond the pale to assume that is a goal, but that is very, very short-sighted as far as I'm concerned. See, I like the mentality to beat a man, you got to beat the man, not knock the man out in the game and prohibit him from performing.
I do that every day. That's why I'm the man.
That's me. Well, whatever. I'm waiting for you to, when you bring up that analogy, I'm waiting for you to be a boy, let alone a man, by the way, but that's a different subject for another day. And don't interrupt me again. The bottom line is this. Aaron Rodgers, I mean, the season is just something, it almost feels like a funeral is taking place. I cannot believe that Aaron Rodgers, that bad man that he is going to be out for the year. I'm sick to my stomach. I don't know what the hell Brett Hundley's going to do. Yeah, he was out of UCLA. He was a 5th round pick, for crying out loud. I forgot he was in the league, even though he was leading in the passer rating during the preseason or whatever, which means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just hurt. My heart is hurting right now. I got to admit it. It ain't even about the damn football game. I don't care that Minnesota won. I don't care who was quarterbacking. I don't care what their defense looks like. I'm thinking about Minnesota, Detroit, and I knew they were going to play second fiddle to Aaron Rodgers. And now that he is gone, Green Bay is done. As far as I'm concerned, I can't see them doing but so much, completing 66% of his passes, 13 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions, en route to another
Stephen A., we'll get into
MVP
that.
season.
We'll get into all that.
Whitlock, do you think it was a cheap shot?
Without question, I think it's a cheap shot. It technically is not illegal, but it is a cheap shot. It's something the league needs to address. Again, inside or outside of the pocket, you got to remember who these quarterbacks are. They're the leading man on a big television show, and you can't have them knocked out of the game on a hit like that. What the NFL has to come to grips with, defensive players is the intimidation plays, the hits that you hope take a toll over the course of the game or the course of the season. They need to remove that to keep these quarterbacks upright, because again, it's a television show, and Aaron Rodgers is the biggest star of that. The league needs to address this and remove this type of play from the game.
So I want to be very clear about this. Clearly, anyone who's ever watched me on television or read things that I've written knows I'm not a big Aaron Rodgers fan. I still think he's a thin-skinned, finger-pointing diva, and I stand by that. But I don't want to see him get hurt and knocked out for the rest of the season, especially by a hit that I have always considered a dirty play in the cheapest of cheap shots.
Sometimes you just feel tired, feel weak. And when you feel weak, you feel like you want to just give up. But you gotta search within you. Try to find that inner strength and just pull that shit out of you. And get that motivation to not give up and not be a quitter. No matter how bad you want to just fall flat on your face.
Till I collapse, I'm spilling these raps long as you feel them. To the day that I drop, you'll never say that I'm not killing them. Cause when I am not, then I'ma stop pinning them. And I am not hip-hop, and I'm just not Eminem. Subliminal thoughts when I'ma stop sending them. Women are caught in webs, spin them in hawk venom. Adrenaline shots, the penicillin could not get the illin to stop. Amoxicillin's just not real enough. The criminal cop killing hip-hop, filling a minimal swap to cop. Millions of pop listeners, you're coming with me, feel it or not. You're gonna fear it like I showed you. The spirit of God lives in us. You hear it a lot, lyrics to shock. Is it a miracle or am I just product of pop? Listen up, but sizzle my whistle, this is the plot. Listen up, you pistols for God's Lizzle does not give a
Till the
fuck.
roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my leg give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high, I'ma rip this shit, till my bone holler, till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my leg give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high, I'ma rip this shit, till my bone holler.
Music is like magic. There's a certain feeling you get when you reel and you spit, and people are feeling your shit. This is your moment, and every single minute you spend trying to hold on to it, cause you may never get it again. So while you're in it, try to get as much shit as you can. And when your run is over, just admit when it's at its end. Cause I'm at the end of my wits with half the shit that gets in. I got a list, here's the order of my list that it's in. It goes Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie, Andre from Outkast, Jay, Corrupt, Nas, and Thimmy. But in this industry, I'm the cause of a lot of envy. So when I'm not put on this list, the shit does not offend me. That's why you see me walk around like nothing's bothering me. Even though half you people got a fucking problem with me. You hate it, but you know respect you got to give me. The press is wet dream like Bob and your Whitney. Nay, hit me.
Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my leg give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high, I'ma rip this shit, till my bone holler, till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my leg give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high, I'ma rip this shit, till my bone holler.
As soon as a verse starts, I eat it at MC's heart. What is he thinking? I'm not to go against me, smart, and it's absurd how people hang on every word. I'll probably never get the props I feel I ever deserve, but I'll never be served. My spot is forever reserved. If I ever leave Earth, that would be the death of me first. Cause in my heart of hearts, I know nothing could ever be worse. That's why I'm clever when I put together every verse. My thoughts are sporadic. I act like I'm an addict. I rap like I'm addicted to smack like I'm Kim Mathers. But I don't wanna go forth and back in constant battles. The fact is I would rather sit back and bomb some rappers. So this is like a full-blown attack. I'm launching at him. The track is on some battle and raps who want some static. Cause I don't really think that the fact that I'm Slim matters. A black and platinum status is whack if I'm not the baddest.
Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my leg give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke